Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today it's Grapefruit League action between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Minnesota Twins. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Kenta Maeda gets the ball for the Twins in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Kenta Maeda, you're going to see a lot of off-speed pitches from Maeda. 88 to 91 miles an hour, not a terrific fastball, good split finger, good slider. He's one of those guys that pitches backwards. What do I mean by that, Matt? He'll throw fastballs in breaking ball situations, and he'll throw off-speed pitches when he's behind in the count 2-0 or 2-1. He pitches backwards.
A ball and 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
The 1-2. Very nice afternoon, high skies and 77 degrees at game time. Fouled away. He'll try again. 1-2. Hops this one up. Donaldson into shallow left, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., and he fouls this one off. Shaw on at first, nobody out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now, and set up working the plate is Larry Bullard, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, behind the dish, D-Row, Larry Bullard. Pretty standard guy, works it. The only problem, I think, at times, hitters have a little bit difficult time. He'll give a little bit on an inside corner and outside corner. Not very consistent.
Yeah, but Larry's approachable. That's the one thing. If you turn around and say, is that as far as you're going on the outer half, he's usually going to tell you.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. And this will bang up against the wall. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
They come out of the gates being aggressive at the plate, and it's paid off for them. A single and now a double. Runners at second and third with all kinds of momentum on their side. A base hit scores 2. We'll see if they can cash them in.
Into the box, Dylan Carlson. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2. Runners at second and third here, nobody out. Hit hard up the middle. And that's through into center field, base hit. 1 run scores. The throw to the plate. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Hey, one of the things you want to do, D-Row, is strike early, and they've done just that with a big hit driving in, too.
Yeah, Dan, great to grab an early lead right there, especially when you can throw up a crooked number for your pitcher.
At the plate, Lourdes Gurriel hit on the ground down the first baseline. The 3-2 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Another one sent foul. Lined hard toward right center. And that'll split the gap, as it should be extra bases. And this one bounds around against the wall.
Sometimes you get off on the wrong foot, and it's hard to get back on the right one. That's the 4th hit he's given up here already in the early going. He's got to find a way to string some outs together, or he's going to be in some deep trouble.
So now to the plate, Bo Bichette. And it's a full count, 3-2 to the Blue Jays DH.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Swinging a blooper to the right side. In there, a base hit. And the throw in gets away from him. The runner from second crosses the plate. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Wow, your outfield is the last line of defense, and when they let you down, it's really costly. 2 runs come around to score, and even though they happen, there's really no excuse for that kind of mistake at this level.
To the plate now, Connor Scott. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. 4 runs here in this half inning. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Well, some might say a walk there is okay because you've got first base open, but he's been struggling out there. And if you're going to work around hitters, you don't want to work around hitters in the bottom of the lineup.
Stepping in for the Jays, number 23. And now the Blue Jays look to put some more across the plate in this opening frame. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself out there on the mound. It's like he's fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this game.
The 2-1 home is a slider that can't catch the outside.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup or do you stay with the heater?
The next 3-2. Swing and a miss, and that's a much needed first out there.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
At the plate now, Joey Bart. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Now the 2-1 is right down the middle, but swung on and missed.
You know, from a hitter's perspective, you get pounded in, and then he throws a nasty changeup away. Is the mindset to tell yourself that he's going to go in and out all day long, or is he going to double up? That's the cat and mouse we're seeing right now.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
Standing in now, Kkjj. This one's down to third. And that's through into left, a base hit. The throw to the plate. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
It's only the first inning, so you hate to say this, but this thing might already be over. Down 5 in the first, they've got to get the car back onto the road, even if the wheels are a little loose and wobbly.
Randy Dobnak will come out now and make his first appearance of the spring.
Number 68, Randy Dobnak.
Into the box now, Travis Shaw, swinging a ball line hard towards short, but this will find the shortstop's glove for the 3rd out of the inning. All in all, 10 men come to the plate and 5 score. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Jays are out in front, 5-0. Mackenzie Gore, a lefty from North Carolina, gets the starting assignment. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, Matt, the first thing we're going to find out is how well this guy pitches with little sleep. I can't imagine knowing that you're going to be the next day starting pitcher the night before. This is a young guy making his first start. Listen, you can only make your debut one time, so there has to be lots going on in this guy's mind. Hopefully he can settle down early and pitch well in his debut.
Stepping up to the plate, Luis Arias. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The 1-2. And he popped him up. Guerrero in foul ground, but this will land untouched. Another 1-2 delivery. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. And there's one down now.
Batting second, the center fielder, Byron Buxton.
Up next for Minnesota, Byron Buxton. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Misses, ball 2. The 2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Another 2-2 offering. And that's off his leg on the mound. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Into the box, Nelson Cruz pitches high. The throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
It's a little surprising to see them risking base runners by stealing down this many early in the game, but they're choosing to be aggressive. Might work out if they can drive him in now and chip away at that deficit.
Now the 2-1 is in there for the second strike. Runner at second here with 1 man out. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
And he struck him out. Here's Miguel Sano, runner in scoring position with Sugan. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he misses 2-1.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
2 out here and a runner at second. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Second inning set to go. Now to the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Flares this one over toward first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second.
To right fielder, Dylan Carlson.
Into the box now, Dylan Carlson. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Now batting, shortstop, Lourdes Gurriel.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Lourdes Gurriel. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
And he's got to build off that last AB. He battled. Usually when you battle, you get in that swing mode. A lot of pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag. I love the fact that he was able to work a double in last at bat. Let's see if we get more of the same right here.
The 1-2. Now a swing and a bouncing ball for Donaldson at third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So a good bounce back inning here after the 5-run outburst last time around. On now to the bottom of the second. The Blue Jays on top, 5-0. At the plate, Mitch Garver, and his guys have quite a hill to climb, down 5-zip here in the early going.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Hit sharply on the ground, and that's through for a hit.
Hey, he did an amazing job just to be able to get wood on this baseball and drive it through the infield. I mean, that pitch was executed perfectly. Breaking ball down below the zone. Nice job right there.
In now, Max Kepler. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Carlson will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Batting seventh, the left fielder, Eddie Rosario.
The next twin up, Eddie Rosario. Runners on first with one down. Fastball runs in tight here, and it's 2-1. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Now a swing and a fly ball, but this will land untouched. Runner at first here, one man out. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with one away.
The third baseman.
So first and second with one man gone. And here's Donaldson. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Wow, if that's not a strike, I don't know what is. I know these subs have a tough job. I get it. We'll see if he gets the next borderline call or if there are any makeup calls coming up.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. And it seems they've got to make something of this opportunity here if they've got any hopes of climbing back into this one. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. This is line to left. That's in there. Base hit. 1 run scores. And he is in there.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Luis Arias.
To the plate now, Luis Arias. 2-1 now to the Twins leadoff man.
This inning hasn't gone the way he wanted it to, but it's not a total disaster yet. Sometimes pitching is about damage control, so if he can strand these guys out there, that would be pretty huge.
The 2-1 home. Now this is on the ground to first. We'll see if they can get 2. 1 there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We've played 2 full. The Jays lead it 5-2. Homer Bailey will come on and get some work as he makes his second appearance so far this spring.
Homer Bailey.
New inning set to get underway. Coming forward now, the Toronto designated hitter, Bo Bichette, coming off the clutch 2-run single his last time up.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
2 balls and a strike now. Now the 2-1. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Connor Scott will be next. 3-2 pitch. Fouled off. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Buxton is there, and he has it for the first out.
The left fielder, number 25, Connor Scott.
Now at the plate, Connor Scott. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. Throw to first will get him as they pounce on it quickly to snuff out the bunt attempt.
Well, you know, he had a good idea right there. The infield was playing back, but it's not going to work out for him this time. That's a nice play to react, and they take care of him at first.
Next to bat for Toronto, Derek Fisher. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Hit back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
At the plate now, Joey Bart, and it's fouled away. 2 out with the man at first.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
Blue Jays held in check. They're still out in front, 5-2. Matt Vasgersian, Mark DeRosa, and Dan Plesac back with you as Byron Buxton readies to lead off the inning. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Buxton ahead in the count, 3 balls and a strike. Following next is Nelson Cruz. He waits on deck. Down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Wow, that's the case right there where a pitcher knows this guy's up there. He's in swing mode. That pitch wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he still swung at it.
Stepping in now, Nelson Cruz. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2 ball, 1 strike count. Is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
The 3-1.
You can bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
1 out, nobody on. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
No better way to minimize the potential damage a cleanup hitter can do than to strike out both guys in front of him. Always a confidence boost when you can sit down the guys at the top of the lineup.
So now to the plate, Miguel Sano. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready or he's going to throw it right by you.
2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Twins DH. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. The next 3-2. Inside, he misses, ball 4.
Well, he's really laboring in the early going here. That's his 3rd walk of the game already. We'll see if he can get it together or if this is just one of those days where he's going to have to grind his way through this start.
At the plate, Mitch Garver. And we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Hard on the ground towards short. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Twins wind up stranding one, and the deficit remains 5-2. Fernando Romero, a right-hander standing 6 foot even, will take over the pitching duties here.
Number 77, Fernando Romero.
All set for the start of the inning. Now at the plate, Kkjj looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
Into the box, Travis Shaw. And it's 2 balls and a strike to the Jays leadoff batter. Liner in there for a base hit.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting his baseball back.
In now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. hit in the air down the right field line. But this will land untouched. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Into the box now, Dylan Carlson. Now a drive out to left center field. This will kick up against the wall now. Shaw rounds the corner and is headed home. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate, and not in time as the run scores.
Great piece of hitting here. Men on first, and they're playing him to pull, but he crosses them up and goes the other way with it, making the outfielder cover a lot of extra ground. That allowed the runner to come all the way around from first to score, and that was a great piece of hitting.
To the plate now, Lourdes Gurriel. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. 6 runs, 9 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field as it's now a 6-run ball game.
This is just one of those parks where the ball seems to jump off the bat a lot more during the day. This is the first one of the day, but we might see a few more before this one's over.
At the plate, Bo Bichette. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. But they strike for 3 in the inning, 2 on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's the Blue Jays 8 and the Twins 2. Tanner Roark, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound.
Number 14, Tanner Roark.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. Here it comes on 1-1. Popped him up. Shaw has room in foul territory, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, no left fielder, Eddie Rosario.
So digging in now, Eddie Rosario. He worked a walk and came around to score in his first trip in this game. 2 runs, 3 hits, and 1 error make up the totals for the Twins to this point. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. On to first, and there are 2 down.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball as the result.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Josh Donaldson reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. A 1-1. Turned on down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8-9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
So now to the plate, Marwin Gonzalez. A ball and 2 strikes to the Twins shortstop. The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
I like what he was trying to do there with the two-seam fastball, but that's a tough pitch to command. When you throw it glove side like that, it's really tough to get it to come back to the corner.
The 2-2.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
Hit out towards second. Scooped up. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Minnesota. Still 8-2. Lewis Thorpe gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Now at the plate, Connor Scott. Inside corner, called as strike 1 and 2.
That's a tough curveball right there to stay into as a lefty hitter. That ball looks like it's almost going to hit you, and it breaks over the inside half of the plate.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So there'll be a man aboard here to start out their half of the 5th.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They are not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in the big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
At the plate now, Derek Fisher. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1 and 2 now. From the belt, the pitch, and 2 and 2. Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. A runner at first with no outs here. And a A swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Into the box, Joey Bart. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. In comes the center fielder. He gets there, and that's the second out.
The batter number 8, second baseman, Kkjj.
Digging in, Kkjj. A hit in 2 tries so far. The 1-1. Runner goes for second. In there. Now the throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
Well, some may say that's a questionable steal with such a big lead, but to me, it's still too early to worry about disrespecting the other team. I've seen leads like this disappear, so they're going to keep trying to pile on.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
1 left for Toronto, but no matter, they lead it 8-2. Ryan Barucki, the 6'4" southpaw, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 56.
Set now for the bottom of the 5th, so the batting order turns over now and set to go Luis Arias. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And he'll fight off the Grapefruit League sky here as he takes this one in for route number 1. Here's Byron Buxton now. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for route number 2.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
In now, Nelson Cruz. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. 2-2.
I got to count 2-2.
2 out, nobody on. All right, back to him on the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. Down go the Twins in order. Still 8-2. Dakota Chalmers gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. So digging in next will be Travis Shaw. Now the 1-1 pitch. 1-2 now. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
I like how he worked him backwards for that strikeout there. He wasn't showing the fastball early in the at-bat, but then went back-to-back once he had the hitter down in the count.
To the plate now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Hit on the ground to short. Gonzalez is up with it. And the throw gets him at first on as fine a play in the hole as you're ever likely to see. 2 away now. All right, so let's turn to show track for a more in-depth look at that one. Good reaction, great range, and a nice backhanded stop. And the jump throw with a lot behind it all the way across the infield for the out. The numbers don't lie, and that was pretty spectacular. Settling in now, Dylan Carlson, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Fouled away. The 2-2. This is skied into short left center. Rosario is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. But no matter, they lead it 8-2. Chase Anderson enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 22, Chase Anderson.
Bottom of the 6th inning now, so the big bat of Miguel Sano digs in next. It was a walk in his last trip. Now the 1-1 pitch.
That's a ball.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Scott is camped under this one, and he's got it for out number 1.
Now batting, catcher, Mitch Garver.
Into the box now, Mitch Garver. His lifetime batting line against Chase Anderson. He's 1 for 5. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Looking up is the left fielder. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo shot here to left as they cut the gap a bit. It's now an 8-3 ball game.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Into the box now, Max Kepler. Fouled off. One out, nobody on. Again, another foul ball. into center field. Line drive base hit. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he'll pull into second with one away.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
So now to the plate, Eddie Rosario. Oh, he pulls the string on the circle change. 1-2. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike three.
The third baseman, number 24.
Now batting, Josh Donaldson. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. And the off-balance throw is right there for the third out, and a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. Twins do draw closer, however, and they do it via the solo home run. 4, 5, and 6 coming up to start the seventh. It's now 8-3. Tyler Duffy is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 21, Tyler Duffy.
Seventh inning ready to roll. Digging in and looking for more, Lourdes Gurriel. So far 2 for 3 in this one. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Austin Meadows will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning.
Meadows.
And he lays off, ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
The batter, the left fielder.
Rowdy Tellez will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and one gone in the inning. One and two now. Tellez, an imposing left-handed figure at 6'4" tall. He was taken in the 30th round back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Down in order go the Blue Jays, but they lead it by a count of 8-3. Sean Reed Foley gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh. Billy McKinney is into the ball game now as he'll take over out in left field.
Number 28, Billy McKinney.
Digging in the switch hitter, Marwin Gonzalez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
High in the air out to center field. Fisher has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Luis Arraez.
Jorge Polanco will get a shot here as a pinch hitter.
Pinch hitting for the Twins. Number 11, Jorge.
Bases are empty, one man out.
Polanco.
2-2 is a changeup that misses. 3-2. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. Kkjj will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. 2-2. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
2 out, nobody on. Skied in the air to straightaway left. McKinney's there for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Starting to run out of innings here as they are unable to cut into the deficit. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Blue Jays 8 and the Twins 3. Jorge Polanco stays in the ballgame in the 8th spot and takes over at second base.
Now playing center field, number 60, Kkjj. Now it's
Kkjj stays in the ballgame in the 9-hole and takes over out in center field.
Number 60.
Yildiz Chacin has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 45, Yildiz Chacin.
Derek Fisher the next to bat. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. And it's fouled away. And he fouls this one off. Fouled away.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put away stuff.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Time now for our starter comparison, and that tells the story. As you can see, neither guy able to get past 5 innings. So up steps Joey Bart now. No hits for him yet in the game despite his team's offensive onslaught. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. A swing and a miss there. 2-2. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
At the plate, Kkjj. Chopper to short. He's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Blue Jays go down in order, but they lead it by a count of 8-3. Jacob Waguespack is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 62, Jacob Waguespack.
Williams Astudillo will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th. Line drive snagged on a short hop, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Miguel. No.
Nick Gordon will come on as a pinch hitter.
Number 1, Nick Gordon.
Hit in the air down the left field line. Left fielder is on the move, and no one will track it down. Here now the 2-2. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched. One out, nobody on. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Mitch Garver is on deck. Now the payoff pitch home. Liner towards second, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Up next for the Twins, the catcher,
Ehire Adrianza will come on now as the pinch hitter.
number 13, Ehire Adrianza.
In there, 1-2 now. Adrianza stands 6'1" and hits from both sides of the plate. He's in the midst of his 8th major league season. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
Lamont Wade will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. A runner on first with 2 away. Throw over to the bag, but the runner's back easily. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 1-2 pitch. Started to go around, but it's a called third strike anyway, and that will retire the side. Twins wind up stranding 1. Can't make any headway into an 8-3 deficit. Williams Astudillo will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Now playing right field, number 64. Now at first,
Lamont Wade remains in the game, batting 8th and manning first base.
Now at first base, number 30, Lamont Wade.
Trevor May enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Now catcher, number 13.
Alex Avila is also into the ballgame as he'll likely go the rest of the way behind the plate.
Avila.
All set to start the 9th in this one, and that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. The 1-1 fouled off.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Ready with another 2-2.
Full count, 3-2.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. will be next. The 3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, It's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Xander Wheel is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base.
Xander Wheel.
Standing in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And that's taken for a called strike 2. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. One and two, here it comes. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Rosario is there, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter, the right fielder, Dylan Carlson.
Reese McGuire will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he fouls this one off. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder coming on. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays, but they lead it by a count of 8-3. Anthony Kkjj, a lefty standing 6 foot even, takes over the pitching duties here.
Anthony Kkjj.
Rendell Grichuk is into the game as a defensive replacement now as he takes over in right.
Number 15, Rendell Grichuk.
All set for the bottom of the 9th. At the plate, Eddie Rosario. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Grounded back up the middle. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Now batting, the third baseman,
Josh Donaldson digging in now. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Two and 1. And he lays off again, ball 3. The 3-1. Hard liner to center field, and that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
Not every day that you see a ball come off the bat like that one did, and looking at it again on show track, we see it a lot faster than it came in. 113 miles an hour. Couldn't have hit that one much better than that.
In now, Marwin Gonzalez. And it's 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he lays off it to even the count 2 and 2. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. but this will land untouched. Runners on first with one down. Line to the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Now batting, second base.
Hey, sometimes you just got to tip your cap right there. You execute a nice pitch down in the zone, think you're going to get a ground ball or a swing and a miss, and you find yourself with a man on first. Got to regroup.
Kkjj.
Line to the right side, but foul. Ready on 1 and 2. Skied into straightaway right. Kkjj is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jake.
So here's Jake Cave to the plate, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Final strike for the Twins. Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder is on the move, and he tracks it down. And this ball game is over.
Well, the tone was set for this game from the very first inning. They came out absolutely banging the ball around and took that great start to another notch in the win column.
8-3 is today's final. The Toronto Blue Jays came out swinging with a huge first inning that really set them up well. Mackenzie Gore is credited with the win. Kenta Maeda couldn't get out of the first in this one as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Fans, our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Blue Jays, 8 runs on 11 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Twins, 3 runs on 9 hits, 1 error. They left 9 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 33 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.